You're in my world now. Welcome. So, I've been busy trying to figure this out, and I think I have it. Good. Burned up. So, I basically got a manual stop, and with this I could basically release the boat on through. And over here I've got a, well, I'd like for it to be more than a manual start, but I'll get to this in just a minute. I think the first thing we need to do, though, is load up a boat. Let it cycle through, hit the turns, and have it come all the way back through and stop. Now this is the point in which I would be able to disembark, and the boat continues on through. Of course, it falls through and hits this spot, which it now breaks. Yeah, maybe leaving that as a source block was a good idea. And on that note, let's try this. It worked the first time, except I made one change untested, so we're going to give this another go. Except this time, we're going to ride the boat as if we're coming all the way back. And this is our stop. Boom, we're off. Let the boat slide on through, and let's see if it works this time. Except now it doesn't have any momentum that way. You see, I made that change there because I was like, there's a potential that the boat would, instead of going this way, go that way. But it got stuck. As soon as it... Let's try getting rid of that water again. Well, that did at least put it there. Kind of curious now. But... there we go. Boom. That seemed to work. Although now... I'm going to have to craft up another boat because I want to test... I wanted to test if 3 boats were in the system at once, what would happen. And I don't quite have enough wood for 3. Actually, that's still going to be too much. Alright. Boom, boom. And craft a couple extra boats up. Now let's just load them up. 1, and we'll just let it go straight through. And this is what the testing area is for stuff like this. Well, that did line up without breaking. Now I'm already seeing a potential problem there on the second boat. So let's just launch a second boat and add it in. That'll drop down, go over, pop up. And you see, I'm trying to line it up on the inside here. That busted. And then released the boat. So, I need to come up with, or make use of, a more proper boat storage system down below, as opposed to allowing infinite number of boats potentially to stockpile up here. There's another option I could do that crams the boats in there, but part of the problem... hate landing down there because it gets difficult to climb back up. But yeah, part of the problem with... I'm not going to use that boat since that did that miss. Part of the problem I've got, though, with this right now is how am I going to fit that? I mean, I guess I could dig a little bit further down in my base below the floor, set up a boat holding system. As far as this goes, I made it all solid blocks. I have a feeling that in a future update that becomes an issue. But as we stand right now, getting in the boat does not trigger this pressure plate. And I don't know why. Of course, when the one boat broke, it triggered this pressure plate, which opened the door and let the other boat through. So maybe if I make that a stone and that a door, would that work? Let me try that right quick. I have a feeling it's not going to quite work, but we can try it. This is why I'm doing this in the testing grounds first, so that I can figure this stuff out and not have to worry about messing up like the structure and whatnot, digging the wrong space out. We're going to try and see how this works right quick. And I should almost consider doing a multi-boat test again. But first, I just want to see how one boat handles it. Oh, I've got to break that boat way down again. You can get caught there while I eliminate this boat. There we go. So you're caught there so that I don't have to miss a thing. Down you go. Over through the underground stream. Pop up. Line up. And if I were to get in there, I'd start suffocating on that block. Which is why I'm going to have to change that to glass. And also going to craft up another boat. So, well, another 2 boats to be more precise. Yeah, we'll actually switch that out for glass, but I'm going to have to... Oh wait, it should be under the ladder anyway. So I should be safe to do that and pop some glass in there. Oh. Well, not a good idea to get out of that boat. Gotta go fish these items out of down here. Another reason why having that like that works, but I actually am going to need to wire that up to this, and I think it could work. Okay, that is definitely something to try, but now I need to get... Yeah, I'm going to do that while it overnight, and then next day we're going to actually take one last look at seeing if we can get this thing to work at all properly. Well, got some bad news. Could never figure this out, and I ended up making it even worse. So, I'm going to just give up on this for now. Going to get started on the road, and one way or another, I'm going to make it work where they line up on the inside. Even if that means having to have it underground, make this grandiose loop around, just so that it comes up the right direction. Shut up, cow! You're asking to be killed. Alright, cow. I almost made a very fatal mistake because of one of you cows. You're gonna die. Quite frankly, that creeper, if I had not noticed it, I would have blown up the entrance to my base. All because I had to come out here and kill you because you won't shut up. Skelly burned up over here. Zombie burned up over here. You're dead too. Any more cows want to face this iron sword? No? What about you over here? I guess not. I had a mini heart attack with that creeper, but yeah, we're good. So, yeah, basically what I'm going to do is just recreate this. I'm probably going to go to the point of actually tearing the whole mess out, just so that I can make use of ladders and pressure plate resources. And I'm going to need to chop down a whole mess of wood. So, for the rest of the episode, what I'm going to do instead, I've got to go back to my base to get ready, but we're going to head off that way and see what we can find for a new future base. So just give me a minute to get prepared, and off we go. Stupid creepers, stupid cows. And now that it's daylight, we can head on out using this exit, naturally. Seems to be the safer of options. And we're going to actually head up that way a bit, and we're going to do some exploring. I also need to gather up some wood. So basically the idea for this expedition is to scout out the potential area that we want to settle in, and we want it to be as early alpha terrain as possible, I think. So we're going to, oh, I've laid out a path, by the way. We're going to head out this way, and we're just basically going to follow as straight of a line as we can, and we're just going to see what all we come across as far as potential place to settle. Got a thicket of trees here. I'm actually going to focus on chopping lone trees down, such as this one, so that the leaves can completely decay. But I do need wood. Got saplings, so I'm not worried about it. I don't want to chop anything that's touching the edge of ground, because that creates a non-decay state for whatever reason, or more accurately, because it considers the ground as enough of part of the tree to not decay. Okay, we'll chop this one down. I really do need to be careful about which direction I end up facing. So we're going in the direction the clouds are coming from, basically. So I want to just go this way and see if there's any sort of epic terrain anywhere nearby out this way. And if not, that just means it's the further we're going to ultimately have to go to set up our main base. And it's got to be linearly this way. We're getting into new terrain where the leaves are just now doing their weird decay bit. Yeah. So that will definitely be a sign for new terrain. This is going to be interesting to get over, around, or through. But I'll manage. Ooh, there's coal up there. Wow, this is not going to be very friendly terrain, looks like. So basically, what I've ended up deciding is that my experiments in the lab section that I created, ooh, floating tree on an island, neat. Not neat enough though. The experiments, as I was saying, I've decided that, you know what, I never stopped recording, so I really wonder how all this is going to turn out. Game literally just crashed on me. So we're going to actually find out how the recording fares, because it looks like it's back to recording like it should. Heh. Island pig. So yeah, basically we just have to continue on this way some more, I think. Yeah, this is a time, what a time for there to be literally 0 clouds in the sky. So I'm wondering if it's the generation of new terrain that caused this. That was definitely unexpected, I don't quite remember where I was at, but basically the Eats Road, we're just going to go ahead and build it. I'm going to do it in my design, and I will figure out a way to make it work. But I won't actually build it outward just yet. I will focus on getting the lining up and getting it to work bit working. Okay, we're drifting a bit to the left, so I'll need to remember to drift a bit back to the right over this hill. Yeah, still nothing super epic. It's a pretty flat area out here. Some of these trees just look weird with how the leaves are just decaying. But yeah. I know bats aren't introduced yet, but I could have swore I just heard a bat. I'm just I'm just hearing things. So yeah, I saw the caves over to the left there. That's something to explore in the future. It looks like we're actually about to hit ocean, perhaps. Got some caves here, sort of. It's actually pretty flat and boring here. And we've run across an ocean. Sort of. It's not really going to be that big of an ocean. But yeah, it is a bit of an ocean. And so that kind of ends this expedition. I'm just going to build the Eats Road. When I reach this point, I will then just, continue it across the water. That's about the only thing I can think that'll work. Well, not the only thing, but it's a big thing because I'm not going to swim across the water. I think I have just enough time to get back to base before it gets dark. So, yeah, that's basically one thing I'm going to have with the Eats Road is going over water. A water road over water. Oh, I actually almost think check out some caves while we're over here. This cave is pretty nothing, though. Red mushroom. We'll add that to our collection. Oh. I just realized y'all can't see a thing. I'll brighten it up as much as I can, but y'all probably still won't be able to see a thing. It's not really anything to that. It's way too high for iron. Yeah, there's some coal. So yeah, basically, I'm just going to make my way back and, well, next episode, I'm going to get to work on digging that area out, and we're going to start actual construction on the Eats Road. And we get to pass by a couple of trees that we broke apart. All it takes is one leaf block to stop the entire thing from decaying. Old alpha mechanics. So yeah, we're way too close to spawn, so it would be too short of an eats road. I want something that's going to just take a significant enough amount of time to make it worth using that as opposed to overland walking. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call the episode here, and well, got some stuff to prep on for the next episode, and some digging of the mine shaft I need to get done, so who knows, might start the episode off with a time lapse. And I honestly don't even know how much of this is going to be good footage because of the whole crash that happened. Well, anyway, thank you for watching, especially for this apparently very short hike. Check the description below, and God bless.